What's cracking, mi gente? This your boy D once again, stopping by to drop a little bit of love and some knowledge. Before I get into this video, I hope you guys having a great day. I hope you guys are surrounded by your loved ones and make the best out of it. Just want to tell you guys, I really apologize for not putting a lot of videos out there, but I just want to let you guys know a little bit about myself before I get into this video. I do work. I have my own job. I'm trying to create my own company. So I take into subcontract jobs, construction, trade. So I take into a little jobs here and there. Sometimes I don't get out early. Sometimes I come home and I'm really tired because I got to make sure the job that we're doing is perfect, is going well, or at least it's to what the client expects it to be. So due to that reason, sometimes I don't have nothing but probably a couple hours before I get rest, get some sleep, and then the next day get back to getting my grind, my hustle on, so I can make a nice Christmas for my family. But I appreciate you guys' patience. I appreciate you guys' opportunity to let me reach you guys. I appreciate you guys' support. I thank you from the bottom of my heart. So with that being said, now let's get into this topic. First and foremost, I will be answering some of the questions in the next video or so, but this topic I wanted to share it with you guys because I want you guys to know a couple things. All the videos, I have gotten a lot of comments saying that I'm pushing an agenda about MS, that I'm doing this to bring MS to light, to glorify MS. I want to make sure you guys are aware of that's not my intention at all. And yeah, that must be trolls. There might be people that don't have nothing else better to do. But I want those faithful audience members that are listening to me, that are subscribing to my channel, to know that the point of this channel is to bring a message, a positive message and light to everything that's going on around us that we might not be aware of. Like this video I'm going to talk about. I found this video while I was doing my little research and a couple other things. Most of my knowledge and most of my stories that I tell, I get it first-handed. I hear it from their horse's mouth, like they're saying. Or sometimes I do a little research just so I can get the facts straight and I don't have to put people in a predicament where the people get second guessing my videos. The point of this video is just to tell the truth. That's what I want to be known as, the truth, the facts. I don't want to tell you guys a lie. I don't want to tell you guys a fiction. I want to tell you guys the proper truth. So I was doing a little research, trying to answer some of you guys' comments, and I ran into this video of this MS13 gang members giving a chase to a so-called enemy. They were chasing him in a car, burning tires. They're doing all of these dangerous activities. What really struck me and it shocked me is the senseless activity they're doing. They really don't have no excuse, no type of empathy or sympathy for the next person. Is this what this world's coming to? But I want to show you guys, and video I want to let you guys know they're speaking in Spanish. So let's see the video, and you guys see, it seems like there's two people in a car. They're giving a chase to a so-called enemy that they're looking forward, that we're looking forward. I don't know how this that they took to get to this point. I just want to show you guys this video and just discuss it with you guys to let you guys know my opinion and my point of view. First and foremost, I'll show you guys this video not to glorify this type of violence, but to really put you guys on the path that I'm trying to get to. Like these youngsters, I want, if you guys have a kid or cousin or brother, younger brother, show him this video and ask him this question, or break down a conversation, have a conversation. That's the point of this video, is because I see these two individuals in the car. Obviously, as you can hear, that whether they're ex-enemies, gang members, or whatever they are, the point of this is, in the video, these dudes are on the street. Somebody through a communal street, a busy intersection or a busy street, is so dangerous. and they don't stop to do their hateful or gangbanger deed that they were supposed to do. They don't stop. They start firing from the car to the next person, to the next human beings that are inside of it. They start firing their weapon. Of course, they're saying comments, they're saying vicious things. And it blows my mind away because this happened in the North California towns. These two individuals in the car are really trying to kill whoever they're in the car. They're firing their weapons. Their intention is to kill, to hunt. And it blows my mind because I just can't see. I understand. I was a gang member before. Probably once upon a time, I used to chase people, to beat them up, to do whatever gangbanging life dictates us to do. But never, not once, with a clear conscience, I can say that we fire a weapon from a moving car to another moving car, knowing we could have hit a civilian, knowing that we could hit a little kid, a grandma, a grandfather. Seriously, is what this gangbanging life is coming to? Are we serious? We have to ask ourselves, is getting the so-called enemy so important for you that you decide to fire a weapon, and it's a public street, for God's sake? And it gets me so worked up, and I'll tell you guys this because I remember when I became a gang member, MS13 gang member at that, and that's why I'm speaking for this. I remember the rules and regulations we had to follow aside from the program in the streets, period. There was rules that we couldn't break because we used to face the consequence. One of the rules were we don't do drive-bys because that increased the probability of us shooting an innocent bandit or an innocent person. Somebody's grandma, somebody's mom, somebody's sister, somebody's son, nephew, kid. So those drive-bys were banned by the program a long time ago, but as an MS13 gamer, we banned them as well for the simple fact we didn't want to hurt no innocent people. Sometimes in the heat of the moment, we probably make mistakes down the road, but this type of mistake, this attack was coordinated, was planned. It was a chase that they gave, chasing this person, these kids that were in there, because it sounded like they were kids, probably 18, 19 years old. What they don't know is that once they hit the state penitentiary with these chargers, discharging a firearm in public places, doing a drive-by shooting, these individuals are facing a serious consequence in prison as well. If they thought they were doing it for the so-called barrio, for the so-called homeboys, they're facing a vicious consequence as well once they hit the county jail, once they hit this penitentiary. They will get disciplined, dealt with, for the simple fact that there's a drive-by that was being banned since the 90s. These individuals don't have no idea what really can transpire to them, what can happen to them once they hit the penitentiary system. But yet, we still installing this type of mentality in these individuals. Go kill the enemy. Go hunt the enemy. Tell me, for what purpose? What's the reason for? You're gonna get out of it. Your letters, yeah, maybe so. But you're not thinking with your head that maybe you could have shot a kid. You probably had a kid. You probably have a kid. You probably shoot a grandma. How's that gonna make you feel? Before you act, brothers, I sincerely ask you guys that are in this gangbanging life, that don't wanna listen to the message that we trying to put to you guys. You guys can call us whatever you want. You can call me a dropout or rat. I'm not supposed to be speaking of this. The reason why I'm speaking of this is because I'm tired of seeing these kids waste their life on a so-called barrio homeboys that they don't love you. And yes, you might see me get emotional. The reason why is because I spent 15 years of my life fighting for a commitment that I made when I was 13 years old. My mind of thinking was way off as of now. I'm not an expert because I'm still young. 30 years old, still considered young. The comments are read, you're not an expert. You said, right, you shouldn't be talking about this. I do not care about none of that. If I can save one kid's life, I can save one youngster's life. If people can hear the message that we're trying to put, gangbang is not worth it. You giving your life to this so-called system, this so-called home, is not worth it, because guess what? When you hit those penitentiaries, when you hit those yards, your so-called homeboys will kill you, will to the point of no return, because the program is asking them to do so. Not even your own homeboys, but the program, the so-called legends, the so-called pilis, the so-called señores, the so-called tíos, they will enforce those rules upon you guys. And when you decide you had enough and you dropped out, you're gonna be looked at as a coward, as a punk. And due to that, I'm telling you guys, this game banging life is not worth you losing your own life for it. Your mama crying, your sister crying, your grandma crying. That's what I decided to give my message. That's the reason why I decided to start this channel, so I can help at least one person not make the decisions that I made. You can hear them in Spanish saying, andamos cazando a esta gente, we on the hunt for these people. They use a word that I will not use for many reasons, because I'm not here to disrespect nobody's faction. I'm not here to draw attention to nobody's faction or deem them as bad or deem them as whatever they called them on those conversations that we're having. Sometimes I use the word as we, as homeboys, because I'm still trying to get used to the fact that I'm speaking to you guys. And sometimes it's hard. I haven't been alone. I've been home for a couple years, but it's still, sometimes all I have is that hard that I'm not making an excuse either. What I'm trying to tell you guys is, please believe it. There's a better life out there than prison, than the game banging life. You guys don't have an idea. I feel when I can walk out of my house, go to the store and buy whatever I want to buy, eat whatever I want to eat, shower whenever I want to shower, go to work. Sometimes it gets tiring. I come home beat up. But when I feel the money and I can contribute to my mother, to my cousins, to my little brothers, to my little sister, to whoever surrounding my loved ones, when I can send a little bit of dime to my people back in the motherland, they can say thank you because I did something for them. It makes it worth it getting up every day. And I don't decide to become and make my own company because I want to be a boss and tell people this. No, that's not the point, because I can give a second chance to somebody that never had it. Because when you come home from prison, those second chances are literally non-existent. People don't want to hire you, especially with a bunch of tattoos and an ex-convict with a record that's a little bit long. So before you decide to pick up the gun, the knife, the fierro, the bat, whatever your arm of choice is, think about it for 1 second. How will my mother feel? How will my sister feel? How will my wife, or whatever type of relationship you have with your girl, feel coming to see you every single day behind that glass? And when they walk out, they see you either get handcuffed or that you get scored back out. Ask them that feeling, because I didn't know how they felt until I came home. My girl told me, you don't know how hard it was for me to walk away knowing you were going back to the cell. I had a conversation with my mother about how she feel every time she heard ambulance or cop cars. I will be talking about this in the next videos, about how I got addicted to drugs in prison. How I was so low on the point that all I wanted to do was just overdose myself so I can kill myself because I didn't want to live no more. Think game banging is the right to do? Or the answer to your question? No, kids. Believe me, it's not. You guys don't have no idea how many times I put a gun to my head and just didn't want to live anymore because of the struggle, because of everything I was dealing while on the streets and while in prison. I understand those mental illness. I understand those desperations. I understand depression. But we're not supposed to talk about it because we're men. Nah, man, that's not what it is. Let's have that conversation. People out there, you think your man is going to work or you are home, ladies, please. I mean this with all the love and respect that I have for you ladies. Sometimes you guys overlook your man. Sometimes you guys don't appreciate him enough. Sometimes you don't know what type of demons that man is dealing with, especially somebody that's coming home from prison after a long period of time. Just take 1 minute. That's all it can take you. 60 seconds to ask him, how are you doing today? How are you feeling? Are you okay? Do you want to talk to me? Yeah, us. We sometimes get blamed because we don't open up. We don't speak up because as a man, we are drilled down that we're not supposed to open up. We're not supposed to cry. We're not supposed to deal. It's my French, but that's bullshit. Men go through the struggle as well. And sorry that I buried from this topic, but I'm passionate about these things, especially mental health illness, because I dealt with it myself when I came home. I didn't know what to do. Believe me, my first month out, I will make a video regarding that. I did not know what to do with myself. I felt lost. Even though I had a job, I felt lost, empty. But the answer is not gangbanging or picking up the syringe or picking up the dope or picking up the beer. That's not the answer. Or going and chasing your enemiga and throwing pebbles at prison again. Let's wake up, mi gente. Those youngsters, talk to your young ones. Talk to the young generation coming up. Can stop picking up these guns, these knives, so we can stop killing each other. These 2 kids are now facing in prison because they decide to go hunting. Sense does not make. We don't lose one person when those crimes happen. We lose many people. The victim plus whatever was the so-called aggressors, they lose their life as well once they get a life sentence. Believe me, it's hard doing time, especially in the level 4 yards. MS13 is a transnational gang. It is a dangerous gang. It's the most vicious gang. It is true. I will answer all your questions. I promise you guys. Just bear with me. Have some patience. I will make videos regarding what you want to learn. I just wanted to basically put this video up there and comment on how I felt and what transpired. A lot of people asking me to talk about the indictment that's going on right now. I have some videos coming up. A lot of people's asking me about the origin of MS, to speak about how my clique, excuse me, not my clique, because I don't belong there no more, about the clique of 20th Street began, how it started in the city. I will making videos. I'm working on those. Some of them already filmed. I'm just editing. Please bear with me before I go, mi gente. When I say mi gente, I mean every single one of you guys. Not a Salvadorian, not a Mexican, not a Guatemalan, Honduras. I seen the comments that were being left there. Some of those I can answer when I get angry, but I can't, because that's just what people's talking. Believe me, there's not one racist bone on my body. Not one. And the people know me can tell you that. Please, let's take a minute to talk to our youngsters. Let's take a minute to have a conversation with them. So to make sure that we at least do our part, we can at least pitch in our little granito de arena. Have that conversation. Ask them how they doing. Ask them how they feel. We can do better, mi gente. We will do better. Thank you guys. I appreciate you guys. Thank you guys for making me a voice on this platform. Thank you for your subscriptions. Thank you for your comments. Please, I will answer to them. I promise you guys. It might not be today, tomorrow, but I will get to them. Subscribe. Hit the like button. Make sure you subscribe. Let's get it, mi gente. Thank you to all of you guys. I hope you guys having a blessed night, a blessed afternoon, a blessed morning, wherever you are. You already know. Let's get it. I'm out.